Welcome to Sister Scoot, where we are covering the top 3 Marvel news topics of the week. And let's just rip the Band-Aid off. We'll get right into the first one, which is great news. Daredevil Season 2, Born Again, or Daredevil Born Again Season 2, whatever. It doesn't really matter how
wait a minute.
it's fine. It doesn't really matter how I say it. Y'all knew what I meant. But it has wrapped filming, which is very exciting. We've also gotten the date of March 2026, which I don't think is shocking to anybody. They do want to do a yearly release, so that's on par with this past year. But this is exciting news. I'm really excited to know we're getting this content next year.
Yeah, I mean, look, if they keep that March timing, which it sounds like they want to, I get a birthday gift every year in the form of Daredevil, and I'm thrilled. So, yeah, look, I mean, we had our qualms about season 1 just because of all the production shenanigans that happened, but I really do think they're going to fix a lot of that in season 2 because so much of the material is good. It's just the way that they spliced it together. So I think knowing that they kind of have a clear direction from the get for season 2, it's going to be incredible. They're bringing back Jessica Jones. I mean, I have such high hopes for season 2. I'm a little nervous about how high my expectations are, but at the same time, like season 1, very solid foundation. So I'm really, really excited.
Yeah, I'm also very excited. We obviously have some thought of where season 2 is going to be going as well. So I think that helps heighten that excitement. I don't know what to expect. They have been filming. There's been a lot of rumors surrounding it. Obviously, as we get closer, I mean, it's kind of crazy right now to be thinking about that March time period. But as we do get closer and we start to get trailers and things of that nature, we'll be able to talk a lot more about what to actually expect in season 2. But I'm happy to know we have that project coming because I also think we were so up in the air about, and we still are really up in the air about the next couple years.
Yeah.
Marvel slate is a little strange right now. It's nothing's really confirmed. Like, I'm hurt a little bit by all
There's
of this.
There's just so much random crap. Not crap. I shouldn't say that. There's just so much random stuff in production that has no dates attached to it.
Right.
Hence the next thing we're going to talk about. But like they're all being worked on. And other than Spider-Man and Doomsday, they don't have dates. And it's just like, hi? Just like a ballpark would be so nice.
Exactly. So I think, I mean, again, we kind of had assumed when they had said they wanted to do a yearly release of a new season for Daredevil, but it's nice that we just got, March 2026, you will be seeing season 2.
Yes, for sure.
Speaking of our next topic, Vision Quest, which I'm actually still not sure that's the name of the show, but it's what it was originally called. So Vision Quest is wrapping up filming soon, and it is rumored to have 8 episodes. So it's kind of going into that WandaVision, Agatha kind of ballpark of 8-9 episodes. I don't know what to expect from the show. Speaking of what we don't know anything about, we know nothing about this show. So there is that.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's odd to me that they're expecting filming to wrap on that, I think, this month, and then we still don't have any sort of date. Like, at least with Daredevil, we were like, all right, they want it to be a yearly release. It's probably going to be spring. I think that's a safe bet. Then they came back out and they're like, March, great, love it. This is almost done filming. We have no idea. Is it an early 2026 release? Are they going to do it, to fill that gap between Spider-Man and Doomsday? I don't know. Nobody knows. It's just like living nebulously around. And like, look, I'm excited to not have that thread continue to dangle and bring in Tommy. And, where that's an expectation. We don't know that for sure, but bring in, or do we? I don't remember.
I feel like we do know he's going to be in it. And
now
I think we know the actor, don't we?
Yeah.
Honestly, it all starts to blend together.
Yeah. I feel like I don't remember.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Sure.
It is. It's just one of those days.
It might just be an assumption. Who knows?
You know what, friends? It is so hot here on the East Coast. I think my last brain cell
we literally
melted
are
out.
drained. We are literally drained.
Brain out the sweat glands. Like, we're just done over here. So we'll put something in the notes when we confirm that, because I cannot for the life of me remember what is happening. But anyway, I think it's going to be an interesting show. I think Paul Bettany's been great in the role thus far, and I am excited to see what they do with it. I don't know, just close the chapter, I guess. It's the last one of the WandaVision spin-offs, and we'll go from there. But now Mephisto's on the board, so who the heck knows what's going on? I don't know.
I think the assumption that Tommy is in it and or possible confirmation to me makes it seem that I would think they'd want to try and do it earlier rather than later, because if you are trying to bring the Young Avengers / champions on the board somewhere around Doomsday or Secret Wars, which I would also imagine they're going to try to do, because I do think some of those members are probably going to be coming from other universes, we kind of need the other twin. You know,
Yeah.
like we can't really do it just without, and they're not in different universes. We know that. Like that's not been a thing. So I do think it has to be before that. I'd like it to fill the gap as well. But yeah, this is another one we have no date for, and it's just going to be whenever they decide to say literally anything about it.
Yeah, and oddly, all the news just keeps trickling in randomly, hence why we cannot keep any of our theories or rumors straight. So,
Pretty much.
you know.
Pretty much. Well, anyway, moving on to another one, but I do think we have the date for that one, and I think it's later this year, actually, unless it's been moved. We have gotten our first couple looks at Wonder Man. We've gotten some clips in Disney Plus trailers and things of that nature. I know nothing about this show at all still, but we are getting it later this year, supposedly.
Yeah, so I think the only other clips we've gotten of Wonder Man was basically Disney does these like, ooh, 6-month sizzle reels, right? So like now they're doing like the back half of the year sizzle reel of like all the shows that they're going to be releasing over the rest of 2025. So that leads me to believe Wonder Man is still slated for, I believe it's December.
I think so.
Interesting, because we have gotten literally nothing else, like nothing. Maybe post Fantastic Four, because we know that they are zeroed in on that right now. Maybe that campaign can start, but literally no thoughts. Like so confused. But excited. You know, we have the guy who Trevor, who was the fake Mandarin. We know we have him in. And so now the newest one is released. We've gotten a few different clips from the ones that we had seen in a previous Disney Plus sizzle reel. So little breadcrumbs. I would like a little bit more. I still haven't personally done my research on Wonder Man at all, but I'm excited to dive into the character and learn more and see how Trevor mixes in. I wonder if there's going to be any like Shang-Chi ties, because that was the last time we saw him. So I would love to like see where we can tie the show into kind of some other properties and have a little bit more, you know, continuity between some different things, since we know that Fantastic Four is going to be pretty insular because they're on, what is it, 828 is their world. So that is my hope for that show, and we'll go from there. I don't know. Get me some real footage.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like with all of these updates this week, they're all show related, but unfortunately, because I think the shows are in such a like flexible movement right now, just in general, I think it's really hard to give anything concrete. Like Daredevil's update was the most concrete thing we got.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy. So I don't really know if we're gonna get Wonder Man at the end of this year, if I'm being honest. Like, you never know. And I don't know what it's about, and I don't know how it's going to tie into anything else. And again, that is a later version of Us is problem. But regardless, I still think, you know, what I've seen, it looks interesting. To your point, you know, Trevor's in it. So I do like that there is a connection straight from the jump to something Marvel, like the rest of the MCU. But I don't know. I have no clue.
I need dates. I need footage. I need more concrete updates. Also, it was such a light news week this week. Obviously, we know with the Fantastic Four Gear Up being as intense as it is, like they're not going to be releasing a ton of other news. But like,
for sure,
even the rumor mill has been super quiet. The whole fandom is so focused right now. It's great, but it makes doing these a little bit harder, because it's like, oh, here's like normally we would probably skip some of these because there would be more concrete news, and there is just not. Or at
like,
least
here
rumors.
is the bare minimum.
Yeah, literally. Here are 3 Marvel related topics that have the slightest update. And so we recognize this is a lighter week. So bear with us, y'all. Maybe we'll get something better next week.
Hopefully. Well, this has been this week's Sister Scoop. Join us next week, as we just said, for some more Marvel news topics. On the podcast side, we are covering Fantastic Four, as that is quickly barreling into theaters. So we're very excited about that. Make sure you guys are checking out the podcast episodes that relate to it. And we will see you guys next week. Bye.